So welcome back, everyone. I'm excited about bringing on my next guest. I've actually been in his office. I have with me Richard Cedillo, and he is the owner of Arizona Manual Therapy Centers. Welcome back to the show. You got to come back over here. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Like us, follow us. We're going to be sharing this show in just a little bit afterwards, and it's a ton of fun for everybody to watch us. Tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do there at Arizona Manual Therapy Centers.
Well, I'm Richard Cedillo, and I'm founder and owner of Arizona Manual Therapy Centers. Started in 2005, and we've been helping people eliminate their pain and restore their function ever since.
Well, you know, before you came on the show, I heard you talking to somebody, and they were saying, they were asking you if you're like a chiropractor, and you were very specific by talking to them, saying, no, we're not anything like that.
No, we, as therapists, we will assess and look over your whole body, finding out the dysfunctions, not just the joint restrictions, but what may be causing things to recur or become chronic. And that's the difference, is we're going to make sure that you get back to what you want to do pain-free without restriction, or have to come back for tune-ups periodically. So as you go through our physical therapy, we will give you home programs. We will restore your joints, your muscles, your tissues, and the mobility, so that you can then maintain that yourself and be pain-free.
Now listen up, because he's got something that I tried. He had me come in, and it was for a purpose that you did that.
Correct.
Because you're the only one in Arizona that has this machine. And it's called the Shockwave, but we're going to change that, because there was nothing shocking about it other than it helped me right away. That was awesome, because I couldn't believe it. So tell everybody a little bit about it.
Well, the extracorporeal shock wave is a electromagnetic pulse that's delivered into the tissues to create a decrease in myofascial and joint tightness, and the effects are immediate, Carol, which you saw.
Right. I mean, it was immediate, and it didn't hurt in any way. You didn't even have a long time to do it with me, because, you know, I was just there to talk to you and meet you a little bit. But you did do a little bit of work on me, and
right.
I said to you, you asked me the next day, how did you feel? And I said, well, you know, I just felt really lighter, and I uplifted, you know, no pain. I didn't have pain, and it was fantastic.
And how long were those lasting effects?
Yeah, I'm still feeling it.
Still feeling lasting effects, and that's what the shock wave helps do, along with the assessment in the physical therapy, finding out where to perform the shock wave. And when we assess these points and deliver it with intention, our result is similar to what Carol says, a feeling of an envelope being opened up, a feeling of lightness, a feeling of more energy, a feeling of where did that stiffness go, and where did it live? How was it living in there all these years? Well, getting to the deeper tissues releases those fibers and allows that motion to restore.
Tell them how deep it goes, because it's different than, I mean, you know, I know a lot of people have been to the chiropractor, or where they've gone even to a physical therapist, where they put those little electrode things on there.
Right.
Totally different.
Yeah, the electrodes, they'll penetrate within about a half an inch. It'll act on the muscles to create contractions. The ultrasound will create this high frequency vibration, which will create a warming effect, which will create more blood flow and allow tissues to become more soft and malleable. The extracorporeal shock wave, what that does is it puts an electromagnetic pulse deep into tissues up to 4.7 inches. So if we need to get to that deep hip flexor muscle that's deep in there about 5 inches, right, we can affect those muscles to stop them from spasming and give people immediate relief.
Let me tell you
pain.
something, ladies and gentlemen. You know how that feeling is when somebody, it actually found it. It was like, sort of, you had it like you were navigating the area on my neck, and it actually found on its own, practically, it seemed like it, where it located the area that I was having an issue, and it like was like putting something on it, like when there's somebody puts a finger on a pinched nerve, and it's like you got it, or that knot, and that's it, and you just want it to keep on going and getting deeper and deeper and deeper,
And
and
it
it
does.
does.
And it does.
Yeah.
So we have the treatments.
You
Are
know that feeling
suggested
of don't
8
stop.
eight
It
to
hurts, but
12
don't
that's
stop.
Right, that's right, because it's getting to your spot, and it got to your spot,
Mhm.
which you had never experienced for a while,
Right.
right? So they recommend 8 to 12 visits to get the full tissue remodeling to allow that to stay away. In conjunction with that, we'll apply joint mobilizations, soft tissue mobilizations. We stretch out your nervous system. We get those tissues moving like they should to release all those toxins, get rid of all the pain and scar tissues.
Now they have two locations. One is in North Scottsdale, the other one is in Chandler. Their website is azmtc.com, and you can call them direct. They do free consultations with people. Their phone number is 480-629-4606, but we're going to open up the lines to the audience, okay? And you said today that you want to offer them a free swing golf assessment.
That's right.
Okay, what's right?
My passion is golf. I love to golf. I played golf at Phoenix College. I played golf at the collegiate level. And I just enjoy the game because it's so dynamic. I tore both my rotator cuffs, so it's hard to throw balls overhead. So a way to maintain my competitive nature is by golfing. And I found that if I stay mobile and I stay flexible, I can hit the golf ball farther. I can play golf day after day. I don't have to get that soreness that stops me from, wanting to go play or practice or be outdoors. So what we found that we can affect golfers' ability not only to play golf daily, but to improve their consistency, their distances, based on improved joint mobility, improved tissue states.
So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And I believe that everybody should at least, getting the golf swing assessment is awesome, but I also think everybody should try this. You're the only one in the
In the United
States. It's
That's
the United
right.
States. I forgot. It's the
That's
United
right.
States that has this. And so, I mean, if you've never tried anything like it and you're dealing with some kind of an issue, we know everybody is.
That's right.
Everyone's in pain in some way or another.
I have
and you don't have to be in pain. for it.
a quick story. I
Go
have a patient that came to me. He loves to play golf. Came from the east and says, I can't play golf more than one day without severe stiffness the next day. He said, my golf instructor recommended you. Show me what you can do. I said, okay. So we got him. I said, it's a 2-day-a-week plan. We're going to mobilize your joints. We're going to get your joints moving, and we're going to try the Shockwave machine on you and see what we can get. Within 2 weeks, he was playing 2 days a week, and he improved his driving distance by 20 yards, and he was having less and less soreness in doing so. So it's now, fast forward 3 months later, he continues to come in once a week. He's improved his driving distance 40 yards, and he's playing up to 3 and 4 days a week if he wants to. So it shows if we can get the right application to the body, we can make serious gains and without pain and stiffness.
You got to check them out on their website. It's azmtc.com. They've got a place in North Scottsdale and in Chandler. You can call them direct if you like. Their phone number is 480-629-4606, or call here and get yourself entered in to win. I believe that everybody who is dealing with any kind of an issue, even if it's TMJ, he said he can help
That's right.
that too. There's so many different things, and a lot of people are in pain. This is something, no one in the United States has it but him. And it doesn't hurt in any way. It was awesome, and it's worth a try. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, I want to talk further a little bit about some of the different things that you do there at at your offices. But also, again, we want to talk a little bit more about the swing assessment. So everyone is also getting entered in to win a free golf swing assessment. But also, you should try this Shockwave. It's what is it called?
The Shockwave therapy, and they will get a trial when they come in for their golf swing assessment.
Okay, good. It goes along with it?
That's
Yay.
right.
Okay, that number here to call is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I tried it. I liked it. I'm going back.
Bang.
So welcome back, everyone. And we're talking with Richard Cedillo, and he is the owner of Arizona Manual Therapy Centers, and he has 2 locations, so it's very convenient for people to go to either North Scottsdale or to Chandler. And you want to check out this website because he is the only one in the United States of America that has this machine, which is called the Shockwave Therapy Treatment.
Yes.
And it is unbelievable. And when you call it Shockwave, I wish they wouldn't call it that, but it's called it for a reason, but it was not. It didn't have any shocking feeling whatsoever.
No, it was a percussive. It was an acoustic shock wave that it emits, and the tapping is the electromagnetic pulse that creates this shock wave, and that's why they called it the shock wave therapy. So it's based on an acoustic impulse, yeah, but it penetrates deep and it gets to where you need.
It really, really does. I mean, when I could say that if anyone has had that feeling of somebody that has just gotten right on that trigger point where it hurts, but it's so good. It's like you're getting it, you're getting it, you're getting it. And then there's a release. It just felt like a big release. How does, the golf swing assessment go along with this?
So what we do in the golf swing assessment, we check for rotations and tissue tightnesses and where we expect the club to be in proper position. With any good golfer, with any average golfer, we need certain positions so we can make an effective pass at the golf ball. When the joints and the tissues are restricted, it creates kind of like a towel wringing effect, where when you wring the towel, you lose mobility. And you lose mobility so much that you can't control the club that you're trying to hit the ball with. So it becomes very inconsistent. So what we do is we reduce the tension in the tissues with the shock wave, allow the joints to move with our joint mobilizations, and then have you do the same swing, and then you'll find the freedom of motion that begins to occur.
Now, they don't have to be a golfer in order to get this. I want them to be very clear that if they wanted to, they could actually get this shockwave just to try it as an individual. And you don't need a doctor's order to come to you. Let's talk a little bit about that.
No, in physical therapy, we're much like massage therapists. We can offer our modalities for a cash fee. So if you want to go and get some neck traction or some lumbar traction or decompression, we can offer those services to you. We can offer it a la carte, a one-time visit, or we can get you a package. We can do it with ultrasound. We can do it, some people just want those modalities that make them feel good for the time, right? They may not have enough time to go through a full formal course of physical therapy, but they just need to get over the hump where that knot is giving you the business in your back, or that headache just persists, the back pain makes you not be able to sit, or that special pain between your shoulder blades that just won't go away. Yeah, I had a patient like that this week that came in, 78 years old. You're going to have a little pain, but it was the only spot she was having it. Went to the chiropractor, went to the acupuncturist, went to her providers. Nobody was able to give her help. She came in, heard about the machine from a friend. First application, she got relief, I think, up until today. It's been a week, and she still has not had the sharp pain.
I think everybody should try it. He is the only one in the United States who has this, and you've made it so it's also extremely affordable too for everybody. It's not like it's a lot of money or anything like that. It's very worth it to go in and try it. And again, if you're listening to this, maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know that's dealing with some sort of a little bit of an issue of pain. Most people are in pain. How many people out there have those sciatic nerves that they're living with for years, right? So you could call in here. We're gonna give everything away, okay? Right. We're gonna do the golf swing assessment, and that goes along with the shockwave. But everybody can get the shockwave treatment. We want you to try it. Okay, so our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. They have 2 locations. One is in North Scottsdale, the other one is in Chandler. Their website is Arizona. I'm sorry, I said it. It's both. They could do both,
just
but
right.
AZMTC.com, which is for Arizona Manual Therapy Centers. You can call them direct. They will do a free consultation with you. Their phone number is 480-629-4606. I implore everybody that's listening that you call in and get this. It's free to you. It's something to try, and you know what? You're going to be very surprised.
That's right.
Again, and it doesn't hurt at all. The number to call here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. We want you to try it. That's all we want, is just to give you a shot on it, see how you like it, and if you like it, you can do more. Sing it about my
Absolutely,
show
right.
too, right?
That's it. That's
Exactly.
it.
It's just
Pain-free.
about trying something
That's
that's
right.
new, and the only one that has it. And you could be pain-free, which is awesome. What other modalities do you do there?
Well, we do ultrasound for bursitis and tendonitis and restriction in joint mobilities. We do lumbar and cervical decompression for herniated discs and numbness and tingling down your arm. We do electric stimulation therapy for generating improved muscle activation or muscle activation, period. We do electric stimulation for spasm reduction. We do the shockwave therapy for tissue myofascial deep relief. We also
were
do
talking
dry
about-
needling.
Oh yeah, you do
Yes,
that
we
too.
do dry needling as well, yeah. So yeah, we will cover the gamut. We can do manipulations. We can do grade 5 joint mobilizations. We will mobilize the nervous system, right? Not a lot of people get that nervous system stretched out. Things get tight, they don't stretch well. We have to be mobile, even at the nervous system level.
It is all about moving, guys. It really is. In terms of it, when people come in for this treatment, okay, you had mentioned to me when we were talking a little bit about, you know, there's people with fibromyalgia. You've had a lot of success with that. Let's talk a little bit more stories for people, or someone that you might have known who has had the fibromyalgia, because a lot of people suffer from
A lot
that.
of people suffer from fibromyalgia. Had a patient 40 years suffering from fibromyalgia symptoms, being medicated, came into my office with multiple trigger points throughout the system. I could push in the middle of her shoulder blade and it would make her arm numb and tingly, and it would cause her a little bit of a headache. So through that thorough assessment, we were able to find all the trigger points that were creating her symptoms and ameliorate them, reduce them with consistent therapies, which included ultrasound, which included traction, which included electric stimulation, which included joint and soft tissue mobilizations. All of it combined created an effect of pain-free. So now she's able to maintain it on her own because we've restored a system that was dysfunctional, and everything she was doing was creating the symptom of numbness and tingling or headache, and people can't figure out.
And explain again to people who hadn't heard from when you were on with the beginning of the show about the difference between the the pulses that you get when you go to let's say your chiropractor, as opposed to this machine.
The electric stimulation is only going to cover the top layer of muscle and not depolarize those deep muscles that are controlling those joints and compressing where those nerves come out. So the shock wave gets in there deep to those levels and reduces that tissue tension to allow those joints to move more normally and more freely and decompress the spine. So the muscles, when they're in spasm, it's going to create that compression, kind of like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You squish it, the jelly's going to come out. If we take our hands off, the jelly's not going to come out. So we got to relieve that pressure on those joints to allow normal tissue movement and reduced pain.
We're all peanut butter and jelly
That's right,
sandwiches.
That's right, peanut butter and jelly.
So again, we've got our lines open here for everybody to get entered. Well, we want everybody to get it. It is you're going to get, if you want the golf swing assessment, you got that. But and it goes along with the shockwave treatment. Everyone is going to get this treatment, and we want you guys to try it. It is absolutely wonderful, and it doesn't hurt in any way whatsoever. They've got 2 locations. One is in North Scottsdale, the other one is in Chandler. Call in here for it, and you can call throughout the rest of the show. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Again, you don't have to have a doctor's order to come to you. You can come in. You like walk-ins, as a matter of
We
fact.
love walk-ins. We love walk-ins because we can assess them and we can give them a good plan, and they can leave pain-free. Everybody leaves our office is in less pain when they leave, guaranteed.
So the number to call them direct if you want is 480-629-4606. You got to check this out on their website. It's AZMTC. That's for Arizona Manual Therapy Centers. So it's azmtc.com, and keep on calling here throughout the rest of the show. They're the only ones in the United States that have this, and they want you to have they want you to feel better. I think that's what it's all about. They want you to feel better. They don't want it to cost a lot for anybody. They just want you to feel better. So he's the only one that has it, and he bought it on purpose because he wanted to be the only one that had it. And again, our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You're going to get it, and you're going to feel better.